Hi everyone, welcome back to Yin Chinese, the Chinese character series. This is Yin Laoshi. Over the past 7 episodes, we have built the full foundation of Chinese characters, their history, their structure, their logic, and how to write them by hand, stroke by stroke. You have come a long way. Today's episode is a little different. We are putting down the pen and picking up the keyboard, or your phone. Because in the real world, most Chinese writing happens digitally. Texting, email, social media, it's all on the screen. And here is the good news. Typing Chinese actually is easier than writing by hand. You don't need to recall every stroke. You just need pinyin, which you already know. And the input method does the rest. By the end of this episode, you will have Chinese set up on your device, and you will be able to type your first real Chinese. Let's go. In English, you type letters and the words appear directly. Simple. But Chinese has tens of thousands of characters. You can't have a key for each one. So Chinese speakers use an input method, Pinyin输入法, a system that converts what you type into characters. It works in 3 steps. You type the pinyin, a list of characters with that pronunciation appears, and you select the one you want. Let's use ma as example. Type ma, mother. You type ma, a list appears. Ma, 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 ma. And then you choose the female radical ma, mama, mother. Then you tap ma, then it's done. That's the whole idea. You already know Pinyin from our Pinyin series, and you know many characters from this series. Typing is just connecting those 2 things. There are other input methods like wubi based on stroke patterns, but Pinyin input is what the vast majority of native speakers use today. So that's what we will focus on. Let's get Chinese onto your device right now. I will walk through iPhone, Android, and Windows and MacBook. Jump to the one you need. On iPhone or iPad, open Settings, tap General, then Keyboard, then add New Keyboard. Scroll to Chinese Simplified and choose Pinyin QWERTY, the standard option. Tap Down. To switch between English and Chinese while typing, tap the globe icon at the bottom of your keyboard. On Mac, open System Settings from the Apple menu. Go to Keyboard, then Input Sources, and click the plus button. Select Chinese Simplified, then Pinyin Simplified, and click Add. To switch between English and Chinese, go to Keyboard and set the globe key to change input source. Then just press that globe key anytime to toggle. For Android and Windows users, the steps are slightly different depending on your device and system version. So rather than walk you through it live and risk giving you outdated info, I have put together a reference slide for you. Go ahead and pause here, follow the steps for your device, and come back when you are ready. Now pause the video and set up Chinese on at least one of your devices. Alright, all set. Let's learn how to use it. There are 4 key ideas. Basic operation, whole word input, homophones, and how your keyboard learns. Let's switch to Chinese keyboard right now. And type 你好, hello. Type ni, a list appears. The first option is usually 你, tap it. Now type 好, H-A-O, and select 好, 你好. Great, you just tapped hello in Chinese. One important note, you never type tone marks. Just the plain letters. Ni for 你, H-A-O for 好. The input method doesn't need the tones to show you options. Now, a shortcut that will save you enormous time, type the whole word at once. Instead of typing 中 and 文 separately, type 中文 in one go. The input method recognizes 中文 as a word and offers it as the first option. Try this. Type 你好 together to give you 你好. 谢谢, thank you. And 我爱你, I love you. 3 characters, 1 selection. This is 整词输入, whole word input. The key is to type one word at a time, not character by character. and not the whole sentence at once either. One word at a time gives you the highest accuracy. Type a long sentence in one go, and a simple pinyin mistake can scramble every suggestion that follows. So take it word by word, and every hour you spend on our pinyin series is now paying off at the keyboard. Here's the trickiest part of typing Chinese homophones. Characters that share a pronunciation. Type ma and you get ma mother, ma horse, ma coat, ma just good, ma nom. Same syllable, different tones, complete different meanings. You have to pick the right one. And this is where everything in this series pays off. You know ma has a woman radical. You know ma is the horse pictograph from episode 2. Radicals in structure let you spot the right character in a list at a glance. One more piece of good news, the input method learns from you. It tracks which characters you pick and moves your favorite to the top of the list. Always choosing ma for ma soon, mother ma comes first automatically. The more you type, the faster you get. Even 5 minutes of typing a day makes a real difference. Before we wrap up, 3 tools I recommend to all of my students. First, Pleco, a free Chinese dictionary app on both iPhone and Android. You can draw a character with your finger and Pleco identifies it. No pinyin needed. It shows stroke order animations for every character. It has a built-in flashcard system, and it breaks every character down into components and radicals. Second, 橘子汉语, 橘子 Chinese, a comprehensive learning app built specifically for learners of Chinese as a foreign language, also on both platforms. It's built around professional reference books, including the New Era Chinese Learning Dictionary, the kind of resource used in university programs. It has dynamic stroke order practice, plus HSK flashcards and exam prep. And third, 3 websites worth bookmarking. 比顺网 for checking the stroke order of any character, animated stroke by stroke. 汉字 Craft for character components and frequency data. And Yellow Bridge, detailed character information. One last practical note. If you ever need to type traditional characters for friends in Taiwan or Hong Kong or for classical text, just add a second keyboard, Chinese traditional pinyin. The pinyin you type is exactly the same. The input method simply offers traditional options instead. Most beginners start with Simplified, but now you know the option is one setting away. Let's finish with a quick exercise. Open any text app, notes, messages, anything. Switch to Chinese and type with me. Number 1. E-Y-I. Well, in real pinyin you don't really say that way, but I'm just using the English pronunciation to help you practice typing here. Y-I. Select E, the number 1, the simplest character in the language. Number 2, type 你好. Hello. You can see so many options with 你好. But when you type in chunk, it normally gives you the most accurate word first. Number 3, 谢谢. Thank you. And 4, 我爱中文. I love Chinese. You might notice that input bar separates each syllable with a space. That's just the system showing you what you typed, so you can double check. You didn't type in spaces, and you don't need to. Just type the pinyin straight through, no spaces, and it does the rest. That's it for today. You can now set up a Chinese keyboard on any device, type with pinyin and whole word input. Handle homophones like someone who actually knows their radicals, and you have Pleco and Jizi in your pocket. From here on, I want you typing real Chinese every day, even just one sentence. Muscle memory for the hand, pattern memory for the eyes. Typing builds both. And here's something worth pausing on. Every time you type in Chinese, you are training 3 things at once. You need to know the sound. That's your pinyin. You need to know the meaning. That's how you pick the right one from the list. And by choosing correctly, you are also reinforcing the written form. Sound, meaning, form. All 3 together. That's not just typing. That's language learning too. And we're not done yet. In the next episode, we tackle something you will almost never find taught in English: Chinese punctuation. The listed comma, the title marks, the 6-dot ellipses Chinese students learn in school. So you can fix your writing like a native. If you're enjoying this episode, give it a like and subscribe to Yin Chinese. Enjoy your studies. See you next time. 再见。